Welcome back to the Nap Lab. Today we're comparing two of the most prolific names in the online mattress world, Saatva versus Nectar. Saatva was one of the earliest adopters of the bed-in-a-box business model, starting back in 2010. Their pitch was to offer more affordable luxury by eliminating the retail markups imposed by middlemen. While most mattress companies claim to offer a premium product, Saatva aims to distinguish themselves with premium service exemplified by their free white glove delivery service. Nectar arrived much later on the mattress scene and quickly carved out a large chunk of the market by offering ultra-competitive prices, a lifetime warranty, and clever digital marketing campaigns. So is this a battle of luxury versus value? I'm sure each brand would say they have both. Let's start the comparison and see just how true that is. For this review of Saatva versus Nectar, we've tested 7 mattresses from each brand. Technically, we've tested more than that if you include discontinued models, but only the mattresses currently offered are included in this video and the statistics we're about to discuss. On screen now is a complete list of all mattresses tested and their performance score based on our 10 objective and data-driven tests. Now, let's look at what each brand has to offer sleepers from a high-level perspective. Starting with price, as expected, Saatva is clearly the more expensive brand. The average price for a queen-size Saatva is $27.84, whereas the average Nectar mattress costs less than half that at $11.34. For reference, the average mattress price is $14.46 for a queen based on the 320 plus mattresses tested to date. Even Saatva's most affordable mattress comes in at $17.99, the same price as Nectar's most expensive mattress. Saatva's most expensive model costs a whopping $45.99, but to be fair, that is an adjustable Firmness mattress with dual firmness control. From a price comparison, it's not even close. Nectar has fundamentally priced themselves to be extremely affordable for the average sleeper. Meanwhile, Saatva's premium mattresses come with an equally premium price tag. Next up, let's look at company policies. Both Saatva and Nectar offer extremely similar consumer-friendly terms. Both companies give sleepers a full 365-night trial period, lifetime warranty, free shipping, and all their mattresses are made in the US. However, one difference is that Nectar also has free returns, while Saatva charges a $99 return fee. Another difference is that Saatva has earned an outstanding level of trust through feedback from our Nap Lab readers and our personal experiences with the brand. By the same token, Nectar has a good trust rating, but doesn't quite rise to the outstanding level. Finally, Saatva has a larger range of mattress options by type. They offer coil mattresses, hybrids, latex hybrids, memory foam hybrids, and a plus-size model. On the other hand, Nectar only offers hybrids, memory foam hybrids, and memory foam. Moving on, let's talk about firmnesses. Looking at all available mattresses, Saatva ranges from a 4 to an 8. This range goes from soft all the way up to firm. And Nectar mattresses range from a 5 to a 6 out of 10, where 10 is the most firm. This range goes from medium to medium firm. If you know you want a medium or medium firm feel, then Nectar may be perfectly suitable. But if you're looking for anything that falls outside of that narrow range, like soft or firm, then Saatva is going to be the better option. Now let's get into how each of the brands have scored across their 7 models. Based on our 10 objective and data-driven tests, the two brands have a large difference in performance. Saatva has earned an average performance score of 9.30 out of 10, and Nectar has an average of 8.56. For reference, the average performance score across the 320 plus mattresses tested to date is an 8.54. So Saatva is exceeding this benchmark by a wide margin, while Nectar is just about tied with it. Nectar's range of scores across their 7 models is also incredibly close, with 8.42 being the lowest score and 8.76 being their highest. So at the very least, they are consistent. Saatva, on the other hand, has a range of 8.88 to 9.74. So bringing it all together, Saatva has much higher performance and a higher price tag than Nectar. This isn't a criticism of either brand, but it does paint a picture of 2 separate tiers of products, both with excellent value in their tier. For the rest of the video, we're going to take a deep dive into the specific mattresses tested for this comparison. Let's start with the best mattress from each brand. From Saatva, its best mattress is the Saatva Classic. The Saatva Classic is an 11.5-inch coil mattress with 2 layers of coils topped with a plush Euro-style pillow top. It has a luxurious feel with deep sinkage and extremely high bounce. Saatva Classic is the number 2 best mattress we've tested to date and is available in 3 firmness levels. This high quality and variety of firmness make the Saatva an attractive option option for a wide range of sleepers. Next, here's the best option from Nectar. It's the Nectar Luxe Hybrid. It's a 13.5-inch memory foam hybrid with memory foam, transitional polyfoam, and a pocketed coil base. It has a medium feel with very deep sinkage and low bounce. This mattress has a lower overall performance score compared to Saatva, but also a lower price tag that's $400 less expensive than the Saatva. Both the Saatva Classic and Nectar Luxe Hybrid are great mattresses to consider, although they have distinctly different feels. Saatva's Classic is just that, more of a classic traditional coil mattress feel. Nectar's mattress utilizes a memory foam, which is a more noted body contouring hug. For the majority of sleepers, going with the best model by overall score and performance is going to be the best choice. From Nectar, that means the Nectar Luxe Hybrid, and from Saatva, it's the Saatva Classic. That said, there are a few other standout models that, depending on your needs, could be the better choice. If you need something more budget-friendly, go with the Saatva Memory Foam Hybrid or the Nectar Premier. For the best cooling, go with the Nectar Ultra, while the Saatva Classic remains the best option from Saatva. For stomach and back sleepers, go with the Saatva Latex Hybrid or the Nectar Classic. These models have the right firmness and sinkage depth for back and stomach sleepers. If you're a heavy-weighted sleeper, go with the Saatva HD, while the Nectar Luxe Hybrid remains the best option from Nectar. For back pain, go with the Saatva RX or Nectar Hybrid. Lastly, if you want something soft or firm, your only option is Saatva, as Nectar just doesn't sell any models that are soft or firm. Next up, we're going to do a deep dive comparison on 3 of the most popular Saatva mattresses versus 3 of the most popular Nectar mattresses. From Saatva, we'll be looking at the Saatva Classic, Saatva Latex Hybrid, and Saatva RX. From Nectar, we'll be looking at the Nectar Classic, Nectar Premier, and Nectar Hybrid Premier. First up, let's talk cooling. Among the Saatva mattresses featured, the brand cooling average is a 9.3, just slightly more than the cooling average score of Nectar, a flat 9.0 out of 10. The average cooling score across all mattresses tested to date is an 8.6. In reality, all 6 of these featured mattresses have great cooling performance, which is well above the average. They all have limited heat retention and are highly breathable. That being said, the only mattress to earn a 10 out of 10 score is the Saatva Classic. This is also the only mattress to have a coil-on-coil design, which certainly aids performance in this category. Thinking about sinkage, both brands have a wide range of sinkage levels, including minimal, moderate, and deep sinkage. Regardless of what feel you're looking for, either Saatva or Nectar could be the right choice. The average sinkage across all mattresses tested to date is 2.17 inches. The mattress with the least amount of sinkage is the Saatva Latex Hybrid, with a sinkage depth of 1.85 inches. The mattress with the most sinkage is the Nectar Premier Hybrid, with a sinkage depth of 2.54 inches. Back and stomach sleepers usually prefer less sinkage, which better maintains proper alignment of the spine. The Saatva Latex Hybrid, Saatva RX, Nectar Classic, and Nectar Premier all have less sinkage than average. Generally, side sleepers need a deeper level of sinkage, as that typically translates to better pressure relief and contour. For deeper sinkage, opt for the Saatva Classic or Nectar Premier Hybrid. On average, Saatva has lower motion transfer than Nectar. Saatva's average motion transfer score is 9 out of 10, and Nectar's average score drops down to an 8.0 out of 10. The average motion transfer score across all mattresses tested to date is 8.2 out of 10, which is an average acceleration range of 8.73 meters per second squared. The Saatva Classic and Saatva Latex Hybrid mattresses both have significantly less motion transfer than average. The plush cover and robust comfort layers really help to deaden motion transfer, making these mattresses great for couples. Meanwhile, the Saatva RX and all 3 Nectar mattresses have higher levels of motion transfer than average. While the RX has the same plush quilted cover as other Saatvas tested, it also has a layer of micro coils near the top of the mattress. This layer is likely cause for higher levels of motion transfer, combined with the pocketed coil base, as the coils tend to allow for more motion transfer than foam layers do. Nectar mattresses use a thinner cover, which does not deaden energy as effectively as the Saatva quilted covers. Looking at the material responsiveness, Saatva takes the cake here with a brand average score of 9.5 out of 10. Nectar's response time is a good bit slower with a brand average of 8.0. The average response time across all mattresses tested to date is 0.4 seconds to be mostly recovered and 1.0 seconds for a full recovery. The mattresses with the fastest material response time include the Saatva Latex Hybrid, and it's the only mattress that earned a 10 out of 10 for responsiveness. But that's not to say the other mattresses were necessarily slow. All 3 Saatva mattresses responded faster than average, as well as the Nectar Premier, which is also faster than average. The Nectar Classic and Nectar Premier Hybrid both have slower material responsiveness than average. That said, given the fact that both mattresses utilize more memory foam, it makes sense that their responsiveness would be slower. Saatva and Nectar are on the opposite ends of the spectrum when it comes to bounce. Saatva mattresses measure levels that were between high and extremely high. Meanwhile, Nectar mattresses were either moderate or low. Bounce is neither good nor bad, but different sleepers will have different preferences in this area. More bounce can mean better sex performance, but it can also mean more motion transfer. All Saatva mattresses listed here have more bounce than average, with the Saatva Classic having the most bounce, 58% more bounce than the average level. All Nectar mattresses listed here have less bounce than average, with the Nectar Premier having the least bounce of all, 30% less bounce than the average level. This difference in bounce simply comes down to the types of materials used by each brand. Saatva uses less memory foam and has springier coil units, thereby creating more bounce. Nectar uses more foam, but especially more memory foam, which creates a suppressive effect on bounce. Moving on to edge support, the Saatva has the better level of edge support. The Saatva brand averages a 9.73, while Nectar's brand average is 8.36 out of 10. The average level of edge support across all mattresses tested to date is 4.02 inches when seated at the edge, a score of 8.6. The Saatva Classic, Saatva Latex Hybrid, Saatva RX, and Nectar Classic all have less sinkage than average when seated at the edge of the mattress. Saatva Classic uses a reinforced perimeter foam, while the Saatva RX and Latex Hybrid use reinforced coils along the edge. These design choices help to create a more robust and supportive edge. While the Nectar Classic doesn't use reinforced coils or perimeter foam, it does have a minimal sinkage depth overall, which helps create better support along the edge. The Nectar Premier and Nectar Premier Hybrid both have more sinkage than average when seated at the edge. The medium feel, combined with a deeper sinkage in general on the mattress, creates the right conditions for a decrease in edge support performance. Lying edge support is outstanding on all these picks as well, excluding the Nectar Premier, which was relatively lacking when it came to lying edge support, but certainly not the worst we've seen either. Saatva has the better sex performance with an average score of 9.5. For reference, the average Nectar sex score is 7.56. The average sex score across all mattresses tested to date is 8.3. A higher bounce level and better edge support are the two most important indicators that a mattress will also be good for sex. Noise, pressure, and cooling are among the less critical factors. What really kills Nectar mattresses is the low bounce and lack of edge support on the Nectar Premier and Nectar Premier Hybrid. These two factors make up 80% of the sex score, so a mattress that can't deliver in these areas will not be able to compete with a mattress that excels in those areas. For the absolute best sex performance, you'll want to go with the Saatva Classic, which has a high level of bounce, great edge support, and a near perfect sex score of 9.9 out of 10. Moving on to pressure relief, Saatva has better pressure relief compared to Nectar, but Nectar is still a suitable option. Saatva's average pressure relief score is a 9.6, with a comfort layer between 4 and 6 inches. Nectar has an average pressure relief score of 8.6, with a comfort layer that varies between 4 and 5.5 inches. The average pressure relief score across all mattresses tested to date is 8.6, with an average comfort layer thickness of 4.2 inches. Typically speaking, pressure relief has a strong correlation to the thickness of the comfort layer. A thicker comfort layer is one of the most effective ways to see improved pressure relief on the mattress, especially when paired with a thicker support layer. This is especially true for side sleepers who may engage more deeply in mattress layers, especially in areas of high pressure like hips and midsection. The Saatva Classic, Saatva RX, and Nectar Premier all have more comfort material than average, but the Saatva mattresses are the only ones that earn 10 out of 10 pressure relief scores. The Saatva Latex Hybrid, Nectar Classic, and Nectar Premier Hybrid all have less comfort material than average, but they maintain robust support layers, which helps to still provide excellent pressure relief. Considering off-gassing, Saatva is the winner compared to Nectar. All three Saatva mattresses earn 10 out of 10 scores, whereas Nectar's off-gassing score is only an 8.43. The average off-gassing duration across all mattresses tested to date is 6 days. Saatva mattresses arrive at your door uncompressed, which can give the mattress an advantage and head start the off-gassing process. By comparison, Nectar mattresses are compressed, vacuum rolled, and sealed in a plastic bag for shipment. Lastly, Nectar mattresses use more memory foam in their mattresses, which typically has more odor compared to latex and other types of polyfoam. Both Saatva and Nectar have really great company scores, with long trial periods and long warranties. But there are two key differences. Among all mattresses tested, the average trial length is 175 nights, and the average warranty is 13 years, excluding the 39% of mattresses that offer lifetime warranties. Despite the similarities in trial and warranty, Saatva does have the disadvantage of a $99 return fee. Let's go ahead and sum it up now. Nectar is a significantly cheaper mattress than Saatva, but the lower price also gives Nectar a lower performance in many ways. The average performance score for a Saatva mattress is a 9.30 compared to 8.56 for Nectar. All these facts considered, Saatva is going to provide a different feel than Nectar. Most Saatva mattresses have coil bases with pillow top, Eurotop, or tufted covers for a more luxury feel. Nectar mattresses are either all foam or hybrids with a thin cover and a noted memory foam feel. Neither of these feels is good or bad, but they are more specific feels, so that much of the choice comes down to personal preference and, of course, budget. Well, guys, to this video, I hope you found it helpful. Comments or questions, please drop us those notes down below. If you're interested in buying any of these mattresses we featured today, we've got links in the description. For more from NapLab, be sure to get subscribed, ring that bell, and visit us over at naplab.com. As always, thank you so much for watching.